want to show you a very simple way to use delta on your charts. I've got the cumulative delta down here, and then I've also got the per bar delta color-coded into 3 different levels of strength. And these 3 different levels of strength also paint the candle colors. This is an NQ 1-minute chart, so keeping it very simple, I can focus on the price action as it relates to delta, and I can also take note of the cumulative delta in relation to how price is moving. See the first candle of the New York Open here, we've got some lightly bearish delta, but looking at price action, look at this candle. We've got a big bottom wick. If anything, this is a bullish sign, so kind of some mixed signals there. We're also below VWAP and below the 20 SMA. The only other 2 things that I have on this chart. Here we get some light bullish delta. It's just kind of back and forth. Delta hasn't really moved anywhere. We're still below VWAP, still below the 20. Here we get a nice wicking candle right off of the 20 SMA and VWAP. But no major delta to speak of. When there's no major delta, these candles get printed white. They're neutral. And if we look back before the New York Open, you can see there becomes less and less strongly colored candles. It's because there's not that much volume and volatility as we go on earlier and earlier. Many more white candles. However, when we start to get stronger little bursts, you can see how they kind of stand out, tend to move the markets. If you're someone that likes to trade odd hours or pre-market or the Asian session, and as we get closer and closer to the New York Open, we start seeing more of these extreme delta candles. So here we get an extreme bearish delta candle. I'd either be waiting for a pullback to get into a short, or I'd be waiting for a breakout, a break lower than this large delta candle. You can see we can just kind of follow the color of the candles, see the delta that's coming in, see what's going on behind the candlesticks. So down here we start getting the positive delta start to come in, we start to get a retracement, start to get some stronger delta coming in. We break above the 20 SMA. We have more bullish delta coming in. You can see at this point on this candle, the delta is overtaking the delta that we had at the New York Open. And we continue to get the push higher. Now look at this candle. We've got the extreme, strong, bearish delta, but look at the candle. Tiny little body, big wicks. There's a lot of effort with no result. A lot of selling came in, but hardly anything happened. Look at these other candles with the extreme bearish delta. They're very large, lots of delta coming in, lots of movement to the downside. So there's a lot of selling coming in, but it just could not push price lower. Then we get a nice bounce up. We get some more medium-sized bullish delta, much stronger candle, get another push up beyond this candle, over 25 points. Now as we keep going higher with the price, see delta is drifting off. We're getting some delta divergence. We're up at these higher highs than back here, but the delta is lower. You can see as we're hovering up here, the delta is either neutral or slightly bearish. Then when we break the 20 SMA, we've got a nice full-bodied candle, very strong bearish delta. We make our descent. So some very simple ways where you can visualize delta while being able to focus on price action and also being able to see the bigger picture of delta for the entire session with the cumulative delta down here. Both the candle color and the histogram are being printed by the MMT Ultimate Delta Indicator. These are my favorite settings for an NQ 1-minute chart. I've got 3 different levels of delta, 100, 200, and 300. I've got the delta in cumulative mode. It will also do a per bar delta mode. I've got it calculating in up-down tick mode. That's so I do not have to enable tick replay on my data series. However, if you want the more authentic bid-ask data, that is an option as well. I can change all these colors to any scheme that I like. I can choose to apply these colors to the histogram down here or not. There's also some other features available for the MMT Ultimate Delta. If you're interested in learning more about this indicator, there are links to the MMT line of indicators in the description. And on my store page, There are videos outlining the exact parameters and available options for all the different indicators. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. And if you want to see how I trade these strategies in the live markets, check out some of my other videos where I show the highlights of my live trade recordings and go over exactly why I took each and every trade and show you exactly how I take these simple concepts and apply them in my day-to-day trading. Appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Best of luck in your trading. Have a great day.